3.5 hour drive from where I live. Left around 9:30 and now it's around, I don't know, 1. So I should get up there by 4, depending on how many cool plants I see. Here we have a liverwort and a Lophicoleaceae, or a Lophicolia. And that's where I'm going to put it for now. It could even be in a Scapania type moss, in the Scapaniaceae. I think that's the thing. Here we have a fungus in the polypore family of fungi. It's Sterium complicatum, or crowded parchment. Isn't that nice? Nice kind of orange color, and it's a very common fungi. I see this all the time. And right here, I want to say it's Thelia hirtella, but I don't know. It might not be. It could also totally be a liverwort or just something weird. Right here we have Polypodium virginiatum, or the rock polypody. We have Pseudomageddon attenuatus, or the tree skirt moss. This one's growing on the north face of this rock here. A mystery liverwort right here. And what else we got? Just those 3, huh? Yeah. And this one, which I believe is, this is Thudium delicatum, or delicate fern moss. Beautiful old yellow birch here, amongst all the younger hemlocks, if not older hemlocks. As I guess you rise in elevation, you get more of these cold tolerant trees like the hemlocks and birches and the beeches. Look how horrible they look. They're so beech bark disease. In Groton, where I live, it's surprisingly not as bad as up here. You'd think that trees in more populated areas would be a lot worse off, because this area is in the middle of nowhere. And there's a fucking thorn in my boot, and it keeps stabbing me at the back of my heel, and I just don't want to undo it, but oh well. It's a beautiful day. Look at the size of this yellow birch. Golly! It's almost 3 feet wide. Typically I only see them maybe a little bit thicker than that. God, what a big boy. Wow, it's a big yellow birch. Here we have beautiful Taxus canadensis, or Canada yew. It's an uncommon plant, at least towards the south. It likes shady, rocky, highland, or high elevation areas. It's a beautiful little evergreen shrub. One of my favorites. I guess it's my favorite. I rarely see it. It's super cool though. Right here we have Monotropa uniflora, or the Indian pipe, a little parasitic plant in the Ericaceae. Basically, it's a microheterotroph, needing fungus to survive. Here we have Hamamelis virginiana, or the witch hazel. Yellow flowers in November. Here's a mature striped maple. You can see the stripes on it. And then right here we have some kind of polypore growing up this dead birch. And then we have another polypore, and that's in the genus Fomes. And here's a closer look at this one. And then here's the other side. Because sometimes you need most of the time you need the underside to identify mushrooms. And sometimes you need spore prints and DNA, so you get it close enough. That's as good for me, you know? Here we have Dendrolycopodium, likely obscurum, the flat-branched one. But I know it's not Hickey, because Hickey has more, it's rounded. You can kind of twist it in your fingers. This one, you can't. So it's one of the 2 flat-branched species. It's another lycopod, a distant relative of vascular, or it's a vascular plant, it's just a distant relative of mosses. It's a club moss. This tree right here is Prunus serotina, or the black cherry, growing in the upland. Some big quartz crystals in this rock here. I don't even know what kind of rock it is. I'll look it up once I get Wi-Fi again, using the rock app. That's a nice one. Look at how big the crystals are. Nice kind of pinkish color. Beautiful understory. Here we have the hopple bush, the viburnum, yellow birch, beech. There's some maple, red maple likely, right there. That's a black cherry. Open, and I've seen very little ericaceous shrubs, meaning blueberry family, which is interesting. And man, look at the sun with the snow. Ah, that's nice. Here's that weird liverwort I've been seeing, but it's grown up on a tree now. Interesting. And then here's more of that. Calcladium haldinium, or the beautiful branch moss. And here's that same liverwort, except it's young. And here's it, older. Very interesting. Ever common and present, Calcladium imponens, or the hypnum moss. Very common. You got some Dryopteris marginalis likely, and this looks like a dicranum. Look at that beautiful Thelia hurtella. I love it. This stuff is one of my favorite mosses, growing at the base of this black cherry. Right here we likely have Rubus odoratus with a purple flowering raspberry. You can tell because it does not have thorns, and that's really about it. There ain't much other rubus that grow up here, at least that I've seen so far, at least that are this height. These are old flowers slash fruit. Isn't that nice? Rubus odoratus. So currently where I am, there's a ridge this way. There's another ridge this way, and it dips down into a valley. And right now, I guess you could call it a cove. Then I'll eventually get up onto a rocky ridge. As we get higher, we start getting some balsam fir, or Abies balsamia, and I believe at the top it is almost completely spruce and fir. So you start getting a few of them here and there.